Hello dear students, so today we are going to start with the first exercise on shares and dividends. So before that, I assume that you are familiar with the terms and terminologies which is used in shares and dividends. Okay, so with that we'll begin today's session. So the formulae which you need to remember is these many formulae. So if you don't know the formula, or if you have not noted down the formula, then you can pause the video to note down the formula. Okay, so question says, how much money will be required to buy 400 rupees 12.50 shares at a premium of rupees 1. So to understand this particular sentence, you need to first understand the earlier video, because in that video it is already mentioned how to understand the questions. Now here this 400 is without any units. Okay, so that's why this has to be the number of shares, right? And rupees 12.50 shares, this means that the nominal value or face value is rupees 12.50, right? Okay, and it is at a premium of rupees 1. Okay, so that's all is given, and you need to find how much money is required. Okay, so let's see what are the things given. So the thing given is number of shares, so it is already, as I said, 400. Okay, and this rupees 12.50 is my nominal value, right? So nominal value of each share is rupees 12.50. Now let's see what is my market value. So the market value will be rupees 1 premium. That means it is, since it is premium, that's why it will be, market value will be more than nominal value, and it will be plus 1 more than the nominal value, which will be rupees 13.50. Okay, so far we have founded our number of shares, nominal value, and market value. Okay, now with this we know that from the formula, if you have noted now the formula says money invested is equals to number of shares into market value of one share. Okay, so number of shares is how much? It is 400, right? So that's why amount invested is 400 into market value of one share is 13.50. So when we multiply these two, I'll get rupees 5,400. Okay, so pause the video to note down. Now the next sum is also similar to the earlier one, but instead it is given here discount. Earlier it was given at a premium, but this time it is at a discount. Okay, so whenever it is discount, you just need to subtract the discounted value from your nominal value to get your MV, right? That is market value. Okay, and the other things are similar, so you just try the question by yourself. Okay, so let us see the next question. A person buys 120 shares at a nominal value of rupees 40 each. Okay, that means rupees 40 is the nominal value of one share. Please remember that. And it is said which he sells at rupees 42.50 each. That means this is your market value of one share. Okay, so the question is asking find his profit and profit percent. Now it is quite obvious, because the nominal value is this much and his market value, or the amount in which he sells, is this much, right? Which is already greater than this much, this 40. That is, there is a case of profit in this particular problem, right? So let us see what are the things given to us first. So given is number of shares, which is 120, right? Next is nominal value of 1, which is rupees 40.00. That is rupees 40. Okay, now it is given that market value is this much. Yes, now obviously since there is a profit, okay, on each share, how much profit is there? Let's calculate that. So profit at each share will be equals to this much, right? This minus this, which will be rupees 2.50. So this much is the profit in one share. Please remember that. Okay, so that's why if you are having this much of profit for one product or one share, there are 120 shares available, right? So that's why total profit will be nothing but profit for 1 into 120. So total profit is profit for 1, that is 2.50 into 120, that is equals to 300. So this is the total profit for me. Okay, now let us see what is the cost price of 120 shares. Okay, so cost price of 120 shares will be equals to nothing but 120 into 40, right? Because this is nominal value of one share, but there are 120 shares available. So that's why my total cost price will be rupees 4,800. Okay, now we know that the profit percent formula is this one, right? From profit and loss chapter, we know that profit percent is given by this formula. Now what is total profit? Total profit is rupees 300, right? And what is cost price? Cost price is this much. So that's why this is 300 and cost price is 4,800. So when you simplify this, you will get 6.25%. So this is our profit percent. Is that clear? So pause the video to note down. Okay, let's see the next question. So question says, a man invests rupees 800 in buying rupees 5 shares. Now let us try to understand the sentence. Rupees 5 shares means nominal value of one share is how much? It is rupees 5. Okay, and the person is investing rupees 800 in buying shares. So that's why obviously, see, suppose if the cost of one pen is rupees 10 and you are investing rupees 100 to buy pens, then what is the number of pens you get? It is obviously 10, which you got by dividing 100 by 10. That means the total money invested plus cost price divided by cost price of one pen. Okay, so that's how you got the total number of pens. Similarly, we can find how many shares have been purchased by the man. Okay, and it is said that they are selling at a premium. So premium means whatever is the market value that is more than the nominal value. That means obviously there is profit happening, and a premium of this much means in one share the profit is 1.15 rupees. Hope you are clear with the question. Okay, so let us see what are the things given to us. So as I said, investment is 800, right? And nominal value of each share is rupees 5, right? So that's why total number of shares purchased will be equals to total number of total investment divided by the nominal value of each, okay, which is rupees 5. Okay, now I'm not cancelling right now, we can directly cancel it later. So as I said, gain on each share of rupees 5 is how much? Rupees 1.15, because it is sold at a premium. Okay, now the total gain, see, in one share gain is this much, but we have got how many shares? We have got 800 by 5 shares, right? So that's why the profit on 800 by 5 shares will be 800 by 5 into 1.15, which is rupees 184. So this is the total gain. Now there's one more formula which says rate of return. Now here return is a profit, right? So that's why we want to calculate rate of return, that is profit percent, right? So that's why That's why my profit percent will be equals to annual income. So here the annual income, that means total gain, is 184 because he is gaining this much, right? This is the annual income. So annual income, that is 184 into 100 divided by the investment, and the investment is rupees 800. So just simplify it, your answer will be 23%. So pause the video to note down. Now the sum is directly applicable to a formula. Okay, so which formula is that? We'll see it shortly. So question says that, okay, so the question says that find the annual income derived from 125. So there is no unit, that means this is number of shares, comma, rupees 120 shares. That means nominal value on each share is how much? Rupees 120. Paying 5% dividend. So that means rate of dividend is 5%. So what is given to us? First is number of shares purchased, next is nominal value, and rate of dividend. And as I said earlier, this problem can be solved using a direct formula, and that direct formula is this one. So we know that the annual income is given by number of shares into rate of dividend into face value or nominal value, right? So what is number of shares? It is 125. What is rate of dividend? It is 5%. Yes. And what is face value of one share? It is 120. So just put the values and get the result. So number of shares 125, rate of dividend 5%, and face value is 120, right? Now this percentage sign means divided by 100. So if I do that and do the cancellation, I'll get rupees 750. So this is the annual income. So pause the video to note down. Okay, so let's try understanding this question. So question says a man invests this much rupees. So this is the total investment given in a company paying 5% per annum. That means this 5% is rate of dividend. Okay, when it's rupees 10 share. Now this means that rupees 10 is nominal value. Okay, can be bought for rupees 16 each. Okay, so rupees 16 each is given. So you need to find his annual income and percentage income on his investment. I hope you have understood the question. Okay, now let me make it clear that this rupees 16 is nothing but the market value. Okay, so rupees 10 is the nominal value and rupees 16 is the market value. So with this, let's begin our problem. So what is given? Total investment is given, and market value, as I said, is given to be rupees 16. Now there's a formula which says number of shares can be found using any of these two. Okay, any of these two. But here, since we are talking about investment and market value, so that's why we'll make use of this formula. Okay, so therefore the number of shares will be equals to investment. So investment is 3072 divided by the market value of one share, which is rupees 16. So this will be equals to 192. So this is the number of shares purchased. Okay, now question is asking annual income, right? Yes. So we have face value or the nominal value to be how much? Rupees 10. Okay, and similarly we have rate of dividend to be 5%. Now the formula which I used in the earlier sum is again applicable here because they are asking the annual income, and we know that from the earlier problem annual income is nothing but this much. Okay, and what is number of shares? It is 192. Rate of dividend is again 5%, and face value is rupees 10. So just put the values and just get the result. Okay, now the next is his percentage income. So percentage income is nothing but rate of return, because they are talking about percentage, and percentage means rate. Okay, so rate. So this gives me answer for second question, right? Okay, so basically gain percent is nothing but annual income. And what is annual income? It is 96 into 100 into 100 is there, divided by investment, which is 3072. So just do the cancellation, you will get 3.125% as your answer. So pause the video to note down. Thank you very much. We'll see rest of the problems in the next video.